Lock it.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to another motherfucking episode of Blunt Talk Podcast. I have a lot that I have in store for y'all this episode. It has been another 2 weeks since the last episode, and I think I'm just gonna dive into what's been going on, give y'all an update. I have some very exciting news to tell y'all that I just cannot wait to share. So why don't we dive in, right? Before I actually jump into the topics, I do want to say hello to all my returning listeners. I am so sorry I have been away. There is a good explanation for this. I hope y'all understand. And for my new listeners, hey, I hope y'all enjoy this action packed episode. And I hope y'all tune in and join the Blunt Talk podcast family because, baby, we about to get into some things, okay? So before I start, this episode is going to be different. First, I want to give a cheers. Because, baby, we all deserve it, okay? It is 7 months in to 2025. Hopefully, things have been going up for y'all as they have been going up for me. Um, it's Saturday, so why not? Okay. Cheers. If you are wondering what I'm drinking, in my cup, I have a Zaylee frozen pouch that you can get at the grocery store. And then I have some Patron juice in here. And then I topped it off with some lime seltzer and I mixed it with a Canada Dry to just tone everything down because when things are too sweet, I can't take it. Okay, so again, let's do another tour. That's just what I needed to dive in. Another thing that we're doing different today. As y'all see, I am bare. Okay, look, get into the skin. I am bare, but I did want to do my lashes. So let's do my lashes as we chop it up and talk. Okay. Hopefully, this does not take the duration of the episode, like the whole time. But when Randy gets to yip yapping, who's to telling what is going to happen? Okay. So there are some things that I wanted to get into. I really wanted to do like a quick little shout out. I know I did not really speak upon men's mental health during Men's Mental Health Month, which is June. I also was not able to have my event, but don't worry, that event is going to come to life with a better date, a better location, and it will be the perfect time at the right time, I will say, because everything happens for a reason. Now, that's not the quote of the day, but that is the motto that I live by. And I know y'all heard that before in an episode. I believe it was with my guest, Saint Lino. Everything happens for a reason. You know, we have these ideas and sometimes we have to pivot because it's just not our timing yet. God has something different that He wants us to do. So, with that being said, I just want to give a quick shout out to all of the men. Especially all the men in my life. I hope you have been taking care of your mental health. I just want you to know that you are appreciated. It is okay to take space, be vulnerable, forgive yourselves for your mistakes. It's okay to not have it all figured out. For the people of my generation, we are still growing, we are still evolving, we are still definitely leaving our mark and our impact on this world. So it's okay to not have everything figured out right now. Every day, new things happen. Every day, our life changes because life be life. And so it is okay to not have it all figured out. Despite what social media says, it is okay to not have it figured out. What I will say is at least have an idea. If you have an idea, you're in the right step. Okay. And most importantly, it is okay to choose you. Choose you. You guys have a lot stacked upon y'all. You have to deal with societal pressures, family pressures, relationship pressures, just everything. And that is built upon y'all shoulders. And I just really hope that y'all understand it's okay to choose you. Whatever does not serve you does not need to be around you. Okay, that is a word. Matter of fact, fuck the clock that. To us. Okay. Before I close out my shout out, I want you to know that you are not undervalued. You are not forgotten. I see you. I hear you. You are supported and loved here at Blunt Talk Podcast, okay? Keep going, keep being the best you that you can be, and keep defying all the odds that you have stacked against you. I love y'all. To all my men, please take care of y'all mental health. It is very important. I hope y'all like that little shout out. So, for today's quote of the day, as y'all know, I do start off every episode with the quote of the day, is every action has a reaction. And this is something that I have always known, but it's something that I want to reiterate to people as well as maybe tell myself, right? So something so simple can also be so deep and profound when you look at it that way. And here at Blunt Talk Podcast, I always look at things deep and profound. We as humans have a tendency to be very selfish and entitled to other people, whether that's their time, whether that's how they react to us, how they treat us, what we expect from them. And I feel like something that we need to understand is no matter how you react to any action that is bestowed upon you, it has a reaction. Simple. Now, this is something that, like I said, I've known, but I particularly learned during this little life update I'm gonna give y'all. So I wasn't gonna speak on it, but Padron Truth is talking, the dailies is hitting, it's Saturday, and y'all deserve to know what's going on in my life. So I'm gonna get my lashes ready as I do this. So this is something that I experienced because there was basically 2 episodes ago, I may or may not have gotten in trouble. And was the trouble brought to me? No, it was not brought to me. Um, did the person come up to me and tell me how they felt? No, but we know, I don't want to say like we know when we do something wrong, but like we know when we do something that it low key could low key like have like a slight like bad reaction to it, right? So in this particular situation, before I aired the episode, I cleared the air.
Boom.
Okay, I cleared the air because one thing that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to be shady or I'm not going to speak upon something and know that, okay, the shoe might fit for somebody. So let me just let them know what happened. So, like, me being who I am, I was on some shit like, okay, boom, before I air this episode, this is what I said. Along the lines of what I said, I might have got, a little bit more amped because, I'm on camera, shit happens. I get to yip yapping with my family and shit just, clear the air. So I let this person know. I was like, boom, this is what I said along the lines of it happened because of this situation. It literally low key pissed me off. And yeah, this is what happened. And the person was like, oh, okay, no problem. So the episode dropped and said person stopped answering the phone. So I'm sitting here like, I put 2 and 2 together, get 4. And I just realized like, although I may have disclosed to this person what I was going to do and the intentions behind it, it still rubbed them the wrong way. So I can't be mad at them reacting for how they reacted. But what I will say is me being who I am, it's nothing to come to me and like, hey, when you did this and that, it really pissed me off. I wish you didn't say that, but I can see your point of view. Or I don't see your point of view. It pissed me off. And I don't want to be your homegirl no more. But to simply ghost and not say nothing speaks volumes about the character. And I wasn't even finna go there because again, I did not even want to really address it. But since I addressed it publicly and it was seen, and now that I'm ghosted, I'm going to address it now because fuck it, right? So I may or may not have lost out on a relationship. And I'm going to be completely frank right now. Did it bother me at first? Yes. But when people distance themselves and have been distancing themselves for quite some time now, you sort of kind of get used to living without them. So it's like, do I hate you? No. Do I dislike you? No. Do I feel like the way that life is going, our lives are going down two separate paths, so maybe we aren't supposed to be talking right now? Yes. And just like any other time, whenever you are ready to talk, you can hit my line. But yeah, so that lesson goes with the quote because I really realized even though I may have called this person, I may have disclosed this information to this person, it still affected this person to now where it affected my relationship. So every action has a reaction, no matter if I try to get in the way of the situation. So yeah, that's one of the lessons I learned when I was 30. Um, so like another lesson I learned as I've been 30, mind you, I've been 30 for like what, a month and some change. Two lessons hit me. Now, when I was 20, I want to have listened to those because when you're 20, for whatever reason, it don't be clicking. When you're 20, you feel like you have everything figured out and no one can tell you nothing. And so when I was 20, I was very much so hard headed, knew everything, know it all queen, fuck y'all pay me, couldn't tell me nothing. And now that I'm 30, it's like I'm taking these lessons and I'm just eating them and taking them and listening to them and keep it pushing. I'm not getting offended. I don't give a fuck why it's just at least something I need to learn. So with that being said, I was talking to people that were younger than me. And I was just trying to pass on some advice. But my approach maybe could have been a little bit better because these people don't know my tone per se. Like they don't know how I am. So like it went left. Okay. And in that moment, I'm sitting there and I'm just like, next time, Brandy, just don't and say you did. Okay. So like that lesson within itself is just don't because it don't matter. It just don't matter. People understand based upon their level of comprehension and their level of understanding. It does not matter even if they have a degree. If they cannot, if their comprehension and understanding level of real life situations is not on a master doctorate level and is stuck at a high school level, it don't matter what you motherfucker say in that moment. It don't matter how you chuck it up, throw it back, reverse it. They just ain't finna get it, honey. So that lesson within itself was just don't. And so I'm not. It took a month and a couple of days for me to just understand that I just won't. And it don't matter what you say. Someone's gonna be react to it how they react. And you know, I ain't even mad at y'all. Live your life. Do what you want to do. Don't bother me. Hands up, don't shoot. I'm done. I'm done. You know what? I will speak my opinion on the platform that I created on my microphone. I ain't fucking with y'all no more. Because my Blunt Talk podcast family, we right here with it. We got that level of comprehension and understanding, no matter our degree, about what is going on and how we should be and how we should act and conduct ourselves and just everything. Like we get the picture. We get the bigger picture. The outsiders don't. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm about to get out of that topic before it gets me in more trouble. One thing I have to say is I know it's Cancer season, but once Gemini season hits and it gets hot, and then until it stops being hot, it's Gemini season. And I'm a Gemini until I can't Gemini no more. I'm a Gemini until it gets cold and I put on a sweater. Like, fuck every other zodiac sign that exists. Once it gets hot, it's Gemini season. Clear the way. We got to show y'all because it's got just haven't been living right. Okay, just haven't been living right. But I digress. Let's get into the next topic. All right, so now I'm about to stop yapping, and I'm really about to get into the things because you see what I mean? It might take all night for me to do these because we just gonna be over here catching up and yapping. So I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. I know some of y'all are like, Randy, how dare you just come back after 2 weeks? You haven't been consistent. You haven't been dropping. You literally just haven't been doing what to do, right? So I do just want to address the elephant in the room and say that I am trying to come back consistent. There have been some changes in my real life that I had to tend to. And sometimes, as y'all know, I always talk about my babies. I am a mom And it just so happens that I have to be a mom first, and then I can be a podcaster. So, with that being said, it hasn't been the easiest recording. And that's because, as y'all know, as y'all see, whenever we're at the green background, we're not in the studio. So, because I'm not in the studio, I have to record from another location that is not so private and where I could just bang out episodes. Um, as anyone that has kids, anyone that's a parent, you understand like your kids go through these weird transitions and shit where they just stop wanting to sleep and stop wanting to do things that they normally do. Um, their schedule gets all out of whack and what have you. So that has been going on in my home, which has been causing me a little trouble recording. During the set times that I record, either my kids are refusing to sleep or one is just unable to sleep, or me putting them to sleep, I accidentally fall asleep because I also, have a regular life, y'all. Like I work, um, I work Monday through Friday. I'm a mom. And then I, try to attack this as best that I can. I try to be consistent as best that I can. And I started out, this rebrand consistent as hell and like, and like really killing it. Like I really started this rebrand on a good foot. And I feel like I low key lost that while I was trying to dive into like, new things and expand the brand, because although I love to podcast and chop it up with y'all, and I really love to sit here and, chop it up with y'all, I really want to expand my brand. And me being a me being a one person team for real, I have to do everything that I can to do. So I don't know if y'all seen like a while back on my Instagram, and if you haven't, this would be a great time to go to my Instagram and check me out and follow me at _Blunt Talk Podcast. But a couple of weeks ago, I went to expand my brand out in the Boston area. And I went to a, showcase, an artist and podcast showcase. You know, some things transpired where I wasn't able to do my live set like I wanted to, which also pushed back the episode dropping, which, caused a delay. But most importantly, I went there to network and I went to meet new people and expand my brand, because I'm from a small town, Springfield, Massachusetts, and there's only so much I could do within my small town in order to get my brand out there. Networking is key. I always tell y'all, for creatives and things of that nature. In order to, make your brand bigger, you have to go elsewhere. You have to really sit here and put your brand out and advocate for your brand if you don't have a team. So that's what I've been doing. And, during that, um, time, I was able to lock in a couple of new deals, a couple of new things that I have going on. Coming soon. I don't want to give y'all too much information on this yet, but coming soon, I will be now on a radio. I'm going to be a radio host. I'll be able to drop that link below where you can find me, listen to me on the radios. I believe um, the radio show, live radio show dates will be on Wednesdays. But you can catch me on Wednesdays live on air, chopping it up and just doing what I do best. And then coming up in August, the top of August, I'm hosting an event. And I'll give you more details about that. But that just goes to show you that even when I'm not working, I really am working. I just want to, provide my family a better life. I don't really want my kids to have to worry for a lot. Like, I want them to be able to not stress and really just be like, oh, okay, mommy's worked so hard while I was young so that when we were older, we could really benefit off her labor and really not have to worry about nothing but worry about what it is we want to do in life, because life is fucked up and I want to prepare my kids better than I was prepared. And that's no shade to my parents at all. I had amazing parents. They really are amazing people. They raised an amazing being. So, like, I just want to be able to maybe instill what my parents instilled in me, but also provide more for my kids. And so sometimes I feel like, unfortunately, until I get more people on my team, I'm not going to be able to be as consistent as I need to be. And one thing that I am working on, because I really love potting and I love talking with you guys and I love just being honest and being me. I'm going to try on dropping more consistently. Again, I started out this rebrand fucking up the streets, and I don't want that to end. Okay. So, with that being said, we will be having a guest interview coming up, which is super exciting. You guys really responded well with this guest. It is a returning guest. We had a ball with this guest, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to like the interview. I cannot wait for us to do it. I cannot wait for y'all to see it. But yes, I want you guys to know that I am working. I am not just dilly dallying. I'm not just not doing anything. I'm literally doing everything that I can. I'm literally doing everything that I can in my willpower that I have, okay? Without burning out and not being present for my children and not being the best spouse to my partner. So just hang in there with me. I do want to say thank you so much for being on this ride with me so far, bro. I'm trying to show y'all. This lash will not come off and it's stressing me out. This is the lash book that I use. I got it from TikTok. It has volume and everything. And I'm using this one right now before I use one of the other ones to do a different kind of look. But I'm just trying to get these damn lashes up and they're fucking stuck to the tape. So here goes that. Yeah, back to what I was saying. I'm definitely going to try and show up for you guys because you guys show up for me all the time. Again, I just want to say thank you to my returning listeners and shout out to my listeners. And be on the lookout. I am working, just trying to make sure this brand is everything. I want to be able to do so much more with Blunt Talk Podcast and offer you guys so much more. But I need to get my name out there first before I could do that. So thank you guys for hanging in there. I really appreciate it. Now let's move on to the next topic and let's stop being sappy. Okay? Let's stop being sappy. Because we ain't no sappy people over here. We like to have fun and our energy be turned up. Sidebar. For all my ladies who are watching, you see that right there? Yeah. So that is two 15s, two 16s, and this is a 14. So I'm about to put right here. Let me just do some more bond because I didn't have it on where I needed it. And then we're going to take a shot because why not? And then I'll actually do my other side before I forget. Does that be happening, y'all? I be forgetting the damn lash map I have set up. Okay. Fell in my eye. But I be forgetting the damn lash map I have set up. Next thing I know, my eyeballs look different and I'm over it. There we go. Period. So cheers to that. Cheers to life and cheers to us. Just keep evolving and still working behind the scenes and trying to make Blunt Talk Podcast the biggest podcast from the Western Mass area. Okay. Now, what we're about to get into is you already know I have a question of the day for y'all. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm lying to you. I have another topic. And this is another situation that happened in real life because, I don't lie. I don't flex. I'm very honest about my life. Did I already tell this person that I was going to talk about it? Yeah. So hopefully the reaction is a little bit better than the last one. But again, what was quote number one? Every action has a reaction. So whatever happens, happens. But I'm going to share with my family. So on my birthday, as y'all know, like I said, I'm a Gemini. Gemini season passed. My birthday is May 28th. So for my birthday, I brought it in my birthday with the people that I love. In the type of environment that I love. And I had a ball. So, every time you out, the damn DJ asks, where all the independent ladies at, right? So me, I put my hands up. And I was like, I'm independent. And the person I was with was like, put your hand down. Being independent is not a flex. So, after you go home, obviously I left the lemon drops. If y'all know, My favorite drink is a fucking lemon drop. So I was off them lemon drops, okay? I kept getting them. It was my birthday. I was getting free lemon drops. You know what I'm saying? Double lemon drops. They were fucking with me. So as you know, I'm off the lemon drop. So I go home as anybody else does, and you just reminisce about the night. And that quote just kept ringing in my ear. And I was trying to figure out, why is being independent so important to me? Like, why does that matter if I'm independent? Like, why do I make a noise when the DJ asks that? You know what I'm saying? Or says that, for lack of a better word. So I just thought about it. What we see on social media is people with their hand out all the time. Someone that works hard for what they have and for the little lifestyle that I do have. I take pride in knowing that I'm able to provide myself that lifestyle with or without anybody in my corner. I like that me as a woman in a society full of women that have their fucking hand out, I don't fucking need to have my hand out. I like that I have the option to ask or to just get it. Because if I ask and the answer is no, I can still do that for myself. Whereas we are so conditioned to be in this mindset, whereas us women are damsel in distresses 24/7 with their hand out. And something that was ingrained in me since I was little from both of my parents was to always have your own. That way nobody can take it from you. Now, is that a trauma response? Yes. But that also is giving you a sense of pride and like to be happy and to be proud of yourself for being able to achieve these things. And it bothered me so much because it's like, I don't want people to ever see me as someone that is codependent, needing something for anything. Because guess what? Guess what, Papa? I don't need it. And if I did need it, I'm getting it for myself. Duh. So it took for me a minute to realize and figure out why it bothered me so bad. Um, and I just thought I had to share that with you because these life experiences I've been having have been just teaching me a whole lot of stuff. And I'm happy that I'm at the age now where I am more receptive to learning as opposed to being so rebellious and like, not even rebellious, but like, we're just trying to defy the odds and like, just be so different, be an anomaly, if you will. Okay, now I'm adding the 14 to this eye, like I did the other eye, so that we could catch up and figure out how we're going to do that inner eye. And I know the TikTok girlies say to not put it on the whole lash, but I do. And then I also do some lash glue so that it lasts because typically my lashes will last me a week and a half. And that's with me washing my face. And that's with me sleeping. And that's because I use lash glue and the bonded seal and I put it all over my lash. And then at the end, you will see that I'm going to clamp it together. And that's just for my girlies that are watching that want to do their own eyelashes because honestly, I love everyone getting their own money. But I'm not paying to do my lashes when I can do it at home. And I'm not gonna pay to do my lashes when one of y'all bitches can be like, oh, you said you wanted this set? Well, your lashes are not this healthy to do that. So we're gonna do this set and pay you this much. Like, no, bitch. I said I wanted this set, so I'm gonna get this set. And you're gonna see how I get the exact set that I like want. Like I'm a volume girly. I have big ass eyes. I need my eyes to be a little bit thin. Okay. Cheers. All right. So now we can get into the question of the day. This question of the day so happens to stem from stuff I've been seeing on social media. Right, because I just have a lot of questions. The main questions I always ask, people on social media is why the fuck do we care? And I'm saying, why the fuck do we care? Because why the fuck do we care about a lot of things? Now, that's not the question of the day. The question of the day stems from again, what I've been seeing on social media. So I've been seeing an influx of people bashing girls on social media who happen to be dumb, ditzy, and delusional. Okay. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, sidebar, thinking about using a different one. I like to mix them up so that it looks like a volume set. Like it just looks so voluminous that you're just like, what the hell? And then you find out that I'm doing clusters. So that's what I like to do. So I definitely need the 10s from in here because the 10s from in here are amazing. I'm just looking for some good 12s, I think. I'm looking for some 12s, some wispy, nice 12s. And I'm leaning more towards these 12s right here because I could put some nice voluminous 10s in and then go back through and fill out the holes. I think that's what I'm going to do because I can fill out the holes from the bottom. I don't know why I just took my tongue out at you, but I just love it. I don't even think I'm going to do a color either because I've been doing colors lately, but I think I want to do black. You know what I mean? Keep it cute, demure, classy. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So, I just keep popping everything. The question of the day is, why do we really care if someone is delusional about a person? Let me just be the one to say it. We all can't be smart babes. What I mean by we all can't be smart babes is we literally all cannot be smart and leaving these niggas and not being dumb idiots. Like there has to be dumb idiots to make the cycle go. The biggest question that I have is if you're not a big idiot, why the fuck do you care? Like I'm literally realizing that we're judging people based upon our deal breakers. Like we're judging people based upon what you will not deal with, and what you will not deal with, and what you will not deal with is why you never align with the person that the person is dealing with that you're bashing anyway. Duh. Don't you think niggas know when a girl is dumb and they're gonna go for the dummy? And don't you think niggas know when a girl is smart and they stay away from the smart girl and they don't try to play them? Or not even play them, but they don't even try it. And when they do try it, you do what you gotta do, which is leave the nigga. It ain't nothing got that bitch. Oh, snip, snip, ho. Snip, snip, ho. Like, what happened to that? So it just baffles me when I go on social media and I see people bashing females about something that they would not do. Now, in hindsight, we wouldn't know you were a dummy if you weren't on social media. You know? So, like, I see why it's annoying. It's like, girl, why are you such an idiot if you're going to keep going back? But at the same time, if that's not your nigga, why don't we just scroll and just like talk shit with our friends or something? Like if I personally know someone's stupid, I'm gonna personally call my little circle and be like, yo, this bitch is slow and just pissing me off. But I'm never gonna sit here and be on social media and bashing the next bitch for what they're willing to handle and what they're willing to deal with. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what's really going the fuck on. We can only tell what she's posting, you know? So I just had that question in mind. And then another question that I had in mind is now that I'm 30, why is it that, why is it that people, I don't want to say are ashamed of their age, but why is it a thing like women don't tell their age or you never ask women their age? Like one thing that I'm realizing, me basking in being 30, and me actually loving the way that I look. Like, I don't know if you saw in the beginning, but no lashes, no makeup, and my face eats down, baby. Okay. So it's like, why wouldn't I be proud of my age? Like, I have been through a lot of shit. Okay. I have been through a lot. I have learned a lot. I have loved a lot. And I have lost a lot. And that got me to where I am now with my little bit of 30 years of wisdom. So why is it that we don't tell? Are we ashamed of it? Are we not happy that we're aging? Because honestly, we lose too many people young to not be happy that we made it past their age. You feel me? So it's like, I don't want to say I'm always going to tell you on my age. Shit, I might stop counting now that I'm 30, you know? But it's just like that's just a question that I have. Like I'm very proud to be where I am. I know I could be doing more in my life, but to be only in competition with myself, with how my life was set up and the things that I've been through, I'm very happy that I turned it around, and I'm in a not only a better space mentally, but like I'm just in a better space, period. Like I'm genuinely happy. And it's hard to be genuinely happy. A question that I always ask the artists that come on the podcast is like, or not always, but a question I asked a few of the artists that came on the podcast is like, what do you define rich? Although I could have more money and I'm not opposing more money, I feel like I'm rich because I'm genuinely happy. My kids love me. My job is doing good. I'm able to work a job and make money, especially in this economy. And I'm able to do something that I love, which is potting. Whether, that does come with bumps and hiccups in the road, but it's like considering where I started back in March, I have did so much. I have made my brand something that I'm proud to say that I have built from the ground up. So, and I did this all at the age of fucking in my 20s, and I'm about to be 30. So now that I ran through some hiccups in the road, I'm not going to say like this is going to be like, I'm gonna be running through the track meet and I'm about to win. But I definitely do feel better, and I feel good in knowing that I'm on the right track and my path has finally aligned with with my purpose a little bit. So I'll always be proud to be 30. It sounds weird saying at this moment I'm proud to be 30. Again, I might stop counting, but I'm just proud of my age, and I hope other people are proud of their age. Enough of that sappy bullshit. There has been a lot of sap, but I missed y'all so much that I just have to sap it up with y'all. We're gonna do rapid fire topics because there has been a lot. First one, Kalani put crack in Folded. If you have not listened to Folded, if you have been living underneath a rock with Folded, please bust out your little radio and listen to that song. Because she put crack in that song. When I'm tell you, I have to listen to that song multiple times a day. It's not a song that I listen to just one time a day. Like I listen to that song multiple times a day because she outdid herself. The way that the song is constructed, the words that she's saying, like I feel the words that she's saying. Although I am in a happy relationship right now and I'm not feeling like the clothes are folded, please come pick them up before the door is closed. It's still a beautiful song to depict how someone could feel in that time. So, Kalani girl, that song has been going triple platinum since you put it out. I also love the sample that you did. Um, And it gave me those old Kalani feels to her first album when she dropped. And that's what I was longing for and needing. Real R&B. I'm not saying what she was dropping before wasn't real R&B, but it just had that feel to it. So that was one of the rapid fire Kalani Folder song fire. I don't know about y'all, but have y'all been watching The Shy? Yes, that started. Yes, on season 7. Spoiler alert, all I'm going to say is who the fuck said they want a Reg back? Like, let's talk about it. Like, cat's out the bag. Who the fuck wrote into the show and said we needed that nigga back? That nigga needs to go. Like, he needs to go back to where the fuck he came from because I am getting pissed. Like, I am getting so mad. Like, why in the fuck is this nigga back? And why is he terrorizing the streets like this? Like, although I thought when he died, he fucked the streets up with that one, he need to die again. Because he ain't fucked the streets up enough. He over here terrorizing his little fucking brother. Okay? Another spoiler alert. Tyler Perry done did it again with another motherfucking soap opera that I'm sucked into called Divorce Sisters. When I mean to tell you that man know how to write a little soap opera, that man know how to write a little soap opera, okay? That soap opera got all my motherfucking attention. Y'all go tap in. I always say, I do. I have an app on my phone that I use that I'm able to watch stuff for the free ski. Go ahead and write me on Instagram. I'll teach you how to get that. Period. But I've been over here watching the show, gagging, dolls. Like he know how to write a good little motherfucking telenovela soap opera. And you know who's starring in it? Latoya Luckett, Miss Torn in between the two herself. Okay. Amazing. Y'all need to tune in, tap in. Sidebar, look at the lashes. I think I'm going to go through and just fill them in because they are a little airy and I don't like that. I hate that for myself. So we're going to go through and fill it in with just some of these. We're going to see which one's going to fill it in. I'm not going to do the front too much because the front looks good, but I'm going to do the spaces on the inside a little bit, even though I really don't need to because less is more. I think I'm still going to do it because I can. Anyways, yep, I'm going to use this palette right here. Sorry, y'all. So the last little quick fire, rapid fire topic that I got for you is Justin Bieber dropped. And from what I listened to so far, is good. I'm gonna have to do a full review. But it's good so far. Okay. Meet me at 393 Charles Street, Providence, Rhode Island, August 8th, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. for the 808 event presented by Spaced Out Snacks. Okay, your girl will be there hosting. We're gonna have a bar. We're gonna have a vibe. What you can expect is, of course, some edibles. Yeah, officially, Spaced Out Snacks will be there hosting the table with their edibles. There also will be 8 vendors, some performances. We are gonna have a ball. Get into it. Come join us. You don't want to miss this event. Period. Okay, y'all. So now we're about to get into the last topic. As I finish up the brows, like I said, I want to fill in some of the empty spaces because I like my brows to look full and voluminous before I fill them. All right. So the last topic that I want to talk about is why does everyone be telling themselves on social media? Let's get into it. Why was I scrolling on TikTok and some girl was like, got picked up by ICE. They sending me back to Dominican Republic. And then she like video recorded her whole time in Dominican Republic, getting her fake paperwork back to the United States. What happened to being mysterious on social media? I'm not saying lie about your life, but when you do something illegal like that, why post it? Like, are people forgetting that not only is there a digital footprint, but like there is people in law enforcement that literally will track your IP address and pop up to your door? That's why a lot of conspiracy theorists that get too close to really solving shit end up dying. Hello. Like, are we okay? Like, it's just a lot of shit. So I can't really get with why people do that. Like, even with crimes, like I've seen people on TikTok post that they literally just killed their family members. Or like they literally just did something illegal. Like as if someone, a federal agent, doesn't have TikTok to be watching shit like this. Like, I don't know. It's giving very much weird and it makes me miss the time in social media where people were like more mysterious and like we didn't know things. Like we didn't know unnecessary information about a lot of our celebrities. If you think about it, during that time, we didn't know really what their private life consisted of. Like we literally had to use our imagination, and like look at interviews and read things about our favorite celebrities. That's when a lot of celebrities would come out with their autobiographies and tell their life stories and shit like that. That's when they would do Oprah interviews and shit. And it's like, we don't even have to do that. We just gotta scroll on TikTok or go on TikTok Spaces or go on Bigo or I'm sorry, Twitter Spaces, go on Bigo. Like it's just a lot. And I just wish we would go back to like, if at least you're gonna do something illegal, don't tell on yourself. That's stupid. Because when you get caught up, the number one question is who was snitching? Nigga, you snitched on yourself. Telling on yourself, stupid. I don't know. I'm old. I'm old. Oh my God. That did not stick at all. Y'all seen that? And that's a downfall of doing your own lashes. I can't believe y'all caught that on camera. That's a downfall. But that's all. So I'm gonna leave this with another quote of the day because, I was scrolling on social media and I seen this quote of the day that was just so profound. That I just had to share it with y'all. So the quote is, maybe your garden isn't growing because every time a flower grows, you cut it to prove to someone that you're a gardener. I'm going to run that back in case y'all didn't hear it. Maybe your garden isn't growing because every time a flower grows, you cut it to prove to someone that you're a gardener. Now, I seen this quote and it hit me. And I know I've been, dibbling dabbling with being deep all episode, but I'm really going to get deep here because I can only speak for myself. So as a kid, I was conditioned in a way where you do good, you get a reward. You do bad, whatever you like is taken away. So when you think about it on a psychological level, you are being conditioned to know, okay, when I do something good, I'm going to get a good present or I'm going to get a reward for being good. And then you go throughout your whole entire life, really looking for that, whether that's in relationships, where you want to get the recognition, for being a good partner or just treating your partner okay. Or even, sometimes moms, we look for that recognition with our partners where we're like, please tell me I'm a good mom, even though deep down, you're a good mom, but it feels better hearing it from somebody else. So we were conditioned to get these sort of kind of rewards. Even when you have a job, you do a good job for a long time, you get a promotion. That you go through life feeling this way. And then you really realize that people don't give a fuck if you're doing a good job. Like, if you're doing a good job, it goes unnoticed. If you're doing a bad job, you get scrutinized. So people don't give a fuck. So you're not going to go through life getting all these rewards for being good. Like, you're just not. Like, that's something that you have to instill into yourself, where you have to believe and be confident that you are being a good person and you are doing a good job. And you have to believe in yourself. And so you spend adulthood unlearning that conditioning that you really went through your whole entire life. Like, get a report card, get a car. You know what I'm saying? That you just unlearn to stop being a gardener. Like, I'm at the point in my life where I know I'm a good person. The people that are around me know that I'm a good person, or else they wouldn't be around me. And so I'm not going to sit here and cut down my motherfucking bushes and cut down my rose bushes to tell you that to prove to you that I know how to garden and keep things green over on my side. And that stems back to the first situation I told you about where I lost a relationship. I temporarily lost a relationship based off a podcast episode. I'm not going to continue to prove to you that I am on your side or that I love you or that I literally only want the best for you when you can't even prove that to yourself. Okay, babes? Like, no. So not only am I not proving to people that I'm a gardener, I'm keeping all my garden tools and what keeps my green thumb to myself. I will share with my Blunt Talk podcast family, and I will share with my immediate circle who I know, I don't want to say deserves it, but deserves the same energy that they're putting out to me, I'm putting out to them, if that makes sense. And everybody else, respectfully, can kick the rocks and leave me the fuck alone. I don't give a fuck. I am me. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. When I say I am me, I am saying that I am passionate. If I say I love you, I want nothing but the best for you. And I will allow you to make mistakes because we all make mistakes. But I will not co-sign stupidity. I will not co-sign fuckery. If you are in my life and I see that you're doing something stupid, you will be called out about it. And I'm not going to sit here and cut down my rose bush to prove to you that I love you or prove to you that that I have good intentions. Because if you're in my life, I have good intentions, or else you wouldn't be here. And I'm just closing that on that. Stop trying to prove to people that you're a gardener and keep your shit for yourself. The people that know you, and will appreciate all that you do. And anyone that questions you and questions your character does not know you or need to be in your life. They're not going to benefit off of nothing you got going on no more, it's time to close that circle and prove to yourself that you can maintain a healthy garden without those people. Fuck it. I did my motherfucking lashes. I'm looking like a baddie. I already was looking like a baddie, but I'm looking even badder. Okay. I'm about to finish my drink. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I love chopping it up with y'all. Stay tuned. More episodes coming soon. Event coming soon, August 8th, in Providence, Rhode Island. Radio show coming soon. Hopefully, real soon. I'll keep y'all updated. And yeah, Blunt Talk Podcast is definitely going to start being more consistent. I'm going to start showing up for y'all how y'all show up for me. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at _Blunt Talk Podcast. Stay up to date with all my updates and to come to my event and support me. I love y'all. To all my returning listeners and to my new listeners, I love y'all too. I hope to see y'all again. I hope y'all enjoy. Without further ado, Randy out.